Exodus chapter 24 to 27, a lot of verses, so be patient with me. I think one is 37 verses, one's 18 and 37, and then a 40. So, yeah, a lot of verses today. Anyway, let's get started. God bless you. Yeah. All right. So this is King James today. So, yeah. Chapter 24. And this is Exodus chapter 24. And he said unto Moses, come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. And Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh, neither shall the people go up with him. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments. And all the people answered. Hold on. Okay, they answered with one voice and said, all the words which the Lord hath said, we will do. And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in the basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Lord hath done or hath said, all that the Lord hath said will we do, and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it upon the people, and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning these words. Then went up Moses and Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and they saw that God of Israel, and there was under his feet, as it were, a paved work of sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in his clearness. Upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw God, and did eat and drink. Thank you for your thumbs up, man. That's awesome. And the Lord said unto Moses, come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and laws, and law, and commandments, which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up into the mount of God. And he said unto the elders, Tarry ye here for us until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matters to do, let him come unto them. And Moses went up into the mount, and a cloud covered. Okay, a cloud covered the mount, and the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai. The cloud covered it 6 days, and the seventh day he called unto Moses in the midst of the cloud. Oh, let me read this. Thank you, Sharon Karmi 6638. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for notification there. So let's go reread verse 16. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the seventh day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And in the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire, and on the top of the mount the eyes of the children of Israel. Yeah, that's right. New subscriber. Wow. Thank you. And thank you, Johnny McCoy. Jesus is the Lord. All right. Thank you for your greetings. Okay, verse 18. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and got him into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. All right. So we got one chapter down already. Woohoo! Johnny Mark, greetings. Thank you. My name is Jason also, just so you know. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel that they bring me an offering. Every man that giveth it willingly with a heart, ye shall take my offering. And this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold and silver and brass and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair and ram skins dyed red and badger skins and shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and sweet incense, onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I show thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so ye make it. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, or shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and without shalt thou overlay it, and shalt make upon it a crown of gold round about. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put therein 4 corners thereof, and 2 rings shall be in the one side of it, and 2 rings in the other side. All right, verse 13. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And thou shalt put staves in the rings by the sides of the ark, that the ark may be borne with them. So it's important to have the rings and the poles so that they're going to be uh, carried by the Levites. Anyway. And thou shalt put into the ark of testimony, which I shall give thee. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2.5 cubits shall be the length thereof, and 1.5 cubits the breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold of beaten work. Shalt thou make them in 2 ends of the mercy seat, and make 1 cherubim on the one end, and the other cherubim on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubim on the 2 ends thereof. So they're going to be facing each other. All right, verse. What's this stuff here? And on the cherubim shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another toward the mercy seat. Shall the faces of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark. And in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I give thee. All right, let me read. Hallelujah. Thank you. Okay. Let me move this up a little bit. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above the ark, and in the ark thou shalt put the testimony, and I shall give thee, and there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubim which are upon the ark of the testimony, of the things which I will give thee in commandment upon the children of Israel. Thou shalt also make a table of shittim wood. 2 cubits shalt be the length thereof, and 1 cubit the breadth thereof, and 1.5 cubits the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it. Alright. Hold on. I'm trying to turn the pages. These are kind of thin pages, so. Alright. With pure gold, and make thee to a crown of gold round about, and thou shalt make unto it a border of a handbreadth round about, and thou shalt make a golden crown to the border thereof round about it. Verse 26. And thou shalt make for it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are in the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shalt the rings be for places of staves to bear the table. And thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And the the table may be borne with them. And thou shalt make the dishes thereof, and spoons thereof, and covers thereof, and bowls thereof, to cover withal of pure gold shalt thou make them. All right, verse 30. Let me take a breath. All right, verse 30. And thou shalt set upon the table showbread before me always. And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work. Shall the candlestick be made, his shaft, and his branches, and his bowls, and his knops, and his flowers shall be of the same. Now, I think you should watch a video concerning this chapter as well. I mean, reading it is good, but I think you should also watch a video of what all these things might look like. And also, there's a place in uh, San Diego that shows you what this might have looked like a museum. There's a museum over there. Anyway, it's like a creation museum, I think. Um, let's continue. Verse 32. And the 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it. There, sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knop and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knop and a flower. So in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick, and in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers. And there shall be a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, and a knop under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that proceed out of the candlestick. Now think and visualize about this. These knops and their branches shall be of the same. All of it shall be one beaten work of pure gold. Now, let me pause here for a second on verse 37. There should be a verse here. I mean, I don't think it has it in this one. They refer to this kind of candlestick in Zechariah. I forgot what chapter, but yeah, it's in Zechariah. Um, I don't know if it's the same one, obviously, because it's a lot different. Um, but there's also a picture of a candlestick. I think also um, in the book of Revelation, there's candlesticks also. All right, verse 37. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light the lamps thereof, and they may give light over against it. And the tongs thereof, and the snuff dishes thereof, shall be of pure gold, of a talent, of pure gold, and of pure gold. It shall he make it with all these vessels. All right, verse 40. And look that thou make them after their pattern, which was showed thee in the mount. Okay, verse 26. Moreover, thou shalt make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubims of cunning work shalt thou make them. There's a lot of comments here. I gotta move them. There we go. Whoa. The length of one curtain shall be 8 and 20 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. Of every one of the curtains shall have one measure. The 5 curtains shall be coupled together coupled together one to another, and other curtains shall be coupled one to another. And thou shalt make loops of blue upon the edge of one curtain from the selvage. I'm not sure what that looks like. From the selvage in the couplings. And remember, Jesus is actually the Jewish tradition of the authority having like literally, I can't really describe it. It's on the robe, how they have these little tassel things. I'm thinking about that, but maybe it's something different. Okay, let me move on. All right, so verse 5 or verse 3. Let me read verse 3 again. And the 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another, and and thou shalt make loops of blue upon the edge of the one curtain from the selvage in the cupping and the coupling. And likewise shalt thou make in the outermost edge of another curtain in the coupling of the second. 50 loops shall make in the one curtain, and 50 loops shall thou make in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, or they're like interlocking. And the loops may take hold one of another, like a daisy chain type of thing. And thou shalt make 50 taches of gold, and couple the curtains together with the taches. And it shall be one tabernacle. And thou shalt make curtains of goat's hair to be coverings upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shalt thou make. The length of the one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. 4 cubits. Okay. And 11 curtains shall be all of one measure. Interesting. And thou shalt couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double the 6 curtains in the forefront of the tabernacle. And thou shalt make 50 loops on the edge of one curtain that is uttermost in the coupling and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which coupleth the second. And thou shalt make 50 taches of brass, and put the taches into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one. All right, verse 12. And the remnant that remaineth of the curtains of the tent, the half of the curtain that remaineth shall hang over the backside of the tabernacle, and a cubit on the one side, and a cubit on the other side, which remaineth in the length of the curtains on the tent, and it shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle in or on this side and on that side to cover it. And thou shalt make coverings for the tent of ram skins dyed red, covering above of badger skins. Whoa. So ram skins and badger skins? Whoa. And verse 15, and thou shalt make boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood, standing up. 10 cubits shall be the length thereof, a board, and a cubit and a half shall the length of one board. 2 tenons shall be 2 tenons shall there be in one board, like to connect the board to another board. Yeah, I think I saw this in a video. I should have watched the video before I read this. Okay, and the 2 tenons shall be in one board, set in order, one against the other. Thus shalt thou make for all the boards of the tabernacle. Verse 18. And thou shalt make the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards on the south side, southward. And thou shalt make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. So these rings connecting the tenons to the other boards together, I think. Yeah, anyway, verse 20. And the second side of the tabernacle on the north side there shall be 20 boards, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another. Okay, first let's move over. It's slow, but I'm getting there. And the sides of the tabernacle westward thou shalt make 6 boards, and 2 boards shalt thou make for the corners, the tabernacle, in the 2 sides, and they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it unto one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners, and they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 17 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. Wow, what detail God's scriptures have. And verse 26, and thou shalt make bars of shittim wood for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle for the two sides westward. Okay, like two sets. Okay, verse 28. And then in the middle bar in the midst of the boards shall reach from end to end. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars. And thou shalt overlay the bars with gold. Okay. And thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was showed thee in the mount, because God gave him specific blueprints and details, and everything has to be done here in an orderly manner, because God is a God of order. Maybe we don't understand what all these things are doing, but yeah, as a whole, we can understand. Anyway, verse 31. And thou shalt make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of cunning work. With cherubims shall it be made. And thou shalt hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood, overlaid with gold. With gold, their hooks shall be of gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. And thou shalt hang it, hang up the veil under the taches, that thou mayest bring it thither within the veil, the ark of the testimony, and the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. But remember, in the future, when Jesus comes for the first time, this veil is going to be broken, and from the top to the bottom. And it's a very thick veil, so it's not going to be easily broken. Verse 34, and thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And thou shalt set the table without the veil, and the candlestick over against the tabernacle. All right. The tabernacle on this side, on the side of the tabernacle toward the south, and thou shalt put the table on the north side. Okay, verse 36. And thou shalt make an hanging for the door of the tent of blue, purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework. Right? And thou shalt make for the hangings 5 pillars of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, and their hooks shall be of gold, and thou shalt cast 5 sockets of brass for them. All right, chapter 27. I think, let's see, 23, no, 24, 25, 26. Okay, so we read 3 chapters. Maybe I'll switch it to 23 to 26. So, and I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. Should I keep going and read chapter 27? So we have 21 verses. You know what? Let's keep going. I already put it up there. All right. And thou shalt make an altar of shittim wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. And thou shalt make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof, and his horn shall be of the same, and thou shalt overlay it with brass, and thou shalt make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovels, and his basins, and his flush hooks, and his fire pans, all the vessels thereof thou shalt make of pure brass. And thou shalt make for it a grate of network of brass, and upon the net shalt thou make 4 brazen rings in the 4 corners thereof. And thou shalt put under it the compass of the altar beneath, that the net may be even to the midst of the altar. And thou shalt make staves for the altar, staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with brass. And the staves shall be put into the rings, and the staves shall be upon the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. Hollow with boards shalt thou make it, as it was shown thee on the mount, so shall they make it. Alright, verse 9. And it shall and thou shalt make it, or make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward. There shall be hangings for the court of fine twined linen of 100 cubits long for one side, and the 20 pillars thereof and their 20 sockets of okay, hold on, let me take a break here. And the 20 pillars thereof and their 20 sockets shall be of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. Alright. And likewise, for the north side, in the length there shall be hangings of 100 cubits long, and his 20 pillars, and their 20 sockets of brass, the hooks of the pillars, and their fillets of silver. And for the breadth of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. And the breadth of the court on the east side, eastward, shall be 50 cubits. The hangings of one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And on the other side shall be hangings 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the The gates of the court shall be an hanging of 20 cubits of gold and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework. For their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. All the pillars round about the court shall be filleted with silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of brass. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50 everywhere, and the height 5 cubits of fine twined linen, and their sockets of brass. All the vessels of the tabernacle in all the service thereof, and all the pins thereof, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. All right, verse 20. Move this up a little bit. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure oil olive beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn always in the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is between the testimony. Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute, right? Forever. A statute forever for their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel. And this tradition continued at least all the way to Samuel. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. This is a lot of reading. Anyway, we finished a little bit early at least. It's good to take a little bit of a break and deep breaths. It kind of helped me through it. All right. So God bless you. And thank you for hanging in there. I know it's a long one. God bless you. Have a good day.